ho, to the Crystal Coast we go.
That is not the way I expected you to open that. We are headed to Emerald Isle for the 3 S's.
Sand, saltwater, and hopefully a lot of sunshine because we've been dealing with a lot of rain in Greenville. This week's RV adventure has us headed back to the North Carolina coast, the Central Coast, in fact, and see what kind of trouble we can get into, and hopefully we can get you some good info if you're planning on making a visit of your own. Taking you down. I gotta get her. Nailed it. We just totally got wake rocked by that ferry. We chose to go in literally the worst time. A little worried about you there for about a minute.
I was worried too.
Immediate change of plans.
Yep, we were like, detour right here.
Yeah. All right, girls, we made it. Now we just got to figure out where our campsite is.
Why is there a remote?
What?
It's weird.
What? Why is there a remote?
I don't know.
I think that's the first time we've ever gotten a key card to get into an RV park, but this looks kind of more like a lot of permanent residents. All right, all the way to the waterfront spot. Right there. All right. Let's get this thing parked.
This should be an easy backup, but I'm eager to use my camera.
A little bit of passenger. A little bit more. Straight in here. There you go. Perfect. Come on back.
It's a really weird feeling showing up to a campground actually before check-in time, but here we are. We're at Goose Creek Family Campground.
And not only were they nice enough to let us check in about 30 minutes early, they also put us in a site where we got waterfront views, y'all. It's good stuff. And being that we got such a good jump on the day, it's time to get to our first Emerald Isle adventure. as we sometimes do, we figure get a lay of the land by busting out the Aviton e-bikes.
It can be a little hit or miss in North Carolina coastal communities on whether or not it's pedestrian and bike friendly. However, Emerald Isle is pretty unique in that it has a bike path all the way up and down the island.
It appears we have found the Bogue Inlet fishing pier, and this place is popping.
Yeah.
We got a grill, bar, obviously a pier.
It's pretty busy for April for sure.
Yeah. Then they also have like a RV park slash, I guess, like
mobile home park?
Is that what it is? Directly next to it. Okay, well, this turned into a happy accident because it was not part of our plan.
The Bogue Inlet Pier falls on a lot of the list of the things to do on Emerald Isle, but it didn't make our list because we thought it was just like a fishing pier, you know? Turns out it's pretty cute. It actually has like a bar and grill and a Italian ice place, and it seems to be a really popular spot where people go out on the beach.
I know we said not part of the plan, but sometimes that's like the fun part because you find places and you're like, oh, immediate change of plans.
Yep, we're like detour right here.
Yeah.
We've been to a lot of beaches recently, but it's been a while since we've been to like a beach with like lots of people around enjoying it. You know, there's something to be said about those nice, quiet, pristine beaches, but sometimes this is the vibe you want.
You just got to go to where the party's at.
Yep.
I guess we should officially introduce you to Emerald Isle, North Carolina, which is technically an outer bank of North Carolina, but not part of the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
Yeah, it falls within its own classification as part of the Crystal Coast, which is an 85-mile stretch of some of the most crystal clear waters you will find on the coast of North Carolina.
And what's a little crazy is we're sitting here with our feet in the sand, and just a couple of miles away, bordering Emerald Isle, is the Croatoan National Forest, which is apparently the only coastal forest on the East Coast.
Yeah, I guess the other eastern forests didn't make the cut.
One of the other reasons that we wanted to come to the Crystal Coast is we had actually heard a lot of great things about where we're currently at, which is Hammocks Beach State Park. And that's for paddleboarders, canoers, kayakers, stuff like that. They've got 15 miles of paddle trails.
Our goal today is to get to Bear Island. Now there is an easier way to do this. There is a ferry that runs there Friday through Sunday.
But we don't do the easy thing here at Project RV, so we're gonna do or at least try, a 2.6 mile paddle out to the island. And this is one of the most isolated places in all of North Carolina.
I don't know if the tides are gonna be in our favor, and it's supposed to rain, so we're just gonna keep an eye on the weather and see where we can get.
If you are gonna do this on a paddle, kayak, or canoe, they do recommend that you either talk to the people at the visitor center, check the conditions, or maybe one of the local paddle shops.
And if you don't have your own kayak or paddleboard, I'm pretty sure you can rent them right up there.
Excuse us if it looks awkward. It's the first time we've ever used a canoe launch for our paddle boards.
I don't think it works.
No, you got it. Keep going. Push, push. There you go. Almost in there. Good job. Nailed it. Okay, we just totally got wake rocked by that ferry that we were just telling y'all about. Like almost toppled our boards, but we survived. On we go. So they've got the little trail markers to tell you which way you're going. Land ho.
Well, we didn't make it, but we made it somewhere. We see the rain in the distance, so we figured we might as well get a quick lunch while it's still sunny and then make our way back.
Since we couldn't make it to Bear Island, let's go ahead and tell you about it instead. You can actually overnight tent camp there. You do need a permit from the visitor center at Hammocks Beach State Park. And despite the name, while there have been sightings of American black bears on Bear Island, it's actually not named that. They changed the name a while back. It used to be B-A-R-E Island because there was nothing on it.
Wait, but if it's a remote island, like how did the bears get there? Did they get there on the ferry? Like, I don't understand.
That's a good question, but pretty sure bears swim. Yeah, we definitely got caught in the clouds and wind and paddle back. It's a little sketchy, but we're almost there. You see that? All the white caps are gone. We chose to go in literally the worst time. Yeah, it looks bad, but as soon as we got through the straight in the wind part, the wind just died down. There was white caps on the water and they're not here anymore. Just our luck. Yeah. The worst part just passed us. Hey, we made it. Victoria, I gotta say, you should probably show the people your guns because getting around the corner into the wind, I was a little worried about you there for about a minute.
I was worried too. I wasn't moving. I was paddling very hard and not moving at all. So.
Yeah, and I was struggling. So yeah, look at that. Checked.
My workout for the week.
Hey, good job. You ready to go? If you come to Emerald Isle, this could be a fun activity for you and the kids. We're not kids except for at heart, but
I got to count.
Yeah, I'm trying to exact my revenge on the go-kart track. Back in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Victoria smoked me. Well, not today.
We'll see about that.
Might as well go racing, right?
Let's go go-karting.
If you ain't first, you're last. Don't bump me! Get him! Uh-oh, uh-oh! Don't let me get you!
Yeah. We're at Fun World Motorsports and it's $12 for each driver, and I believe it's like $5 if you have a passenger ride along. They also have a little bouncy house, a couple of small arcade games inside.
And a food truck. Word on the street is this place got the fastest go-karts around. We're about to find out.
You're going down.
Sure. All right, you're 24, baby. Yep, good luck. I'm taking you down. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. I'm so tired of losing to this beautiful girl on camera every time the camera is on and we compete. In all fairness to me, I'm recording the whole time and she gets to focus on her racing.
Oh, come on, excuses. Listen to yourself.
I do not like you at all right now.
Come on.
It has turned into something it's not.
I need to get me one of these fancy golf carts. The food and drink portion of this episode just hit up Growlers, which is a very cool spot. And now we're about to try and get into the Fish Hut Grill, but there's an enormous line for this place. So
I'm hoping we can just sneak up to the bar and maybe grab something.
hey, pro tip.
Get a little snack.
Pro tip. Okay, that was a fish house fail, but right next door is Flippers and an awesome bartender named Destiny who just hooked us up with some delicious shots. Today is clearly an unhealthy food day.
I feel so bad for Thomas because he was outside for like 30 minutes just now in the pouring rain trying to get us packed up and ready to go because our last day here on Emerald Isle, the weather has definitely turned against us.
A little slower packing up when you're wet and cold and your fingers aren't working very well. So yeah, weather has changed quite a bit here on Crystal Coast, so it's time to get out of here. But first, a quick Project RV campground review. Boop. I guess what you have to understand in an area like this is it's more of like a vacation spot. So you get a lot of snowbirds, a lot of long-term rentals. Well, about half the RV parks around this area are that. Goose Creek Campground wasn't our first choice, but it was kind of our cheapest one, and that wasn't so cheap. It was kind of the most expensive campground we've had in quite a while at $112 a night.
And it's not even technically summer season here yet, so I have a feeling that it probably is even more expensive during that time.
Probably.
This campground has a ton of long-term sites. I'd say it has hundreds, and only about 50 of these are overnighters.
But it is a pretty nice campground, full hookups, water, sewer, electric. Probably the only other complaint I have is that the spaces are pretty tight.
I think it's probably the tightest spaces that we've ever stayed in.
Yeah.
But it does have a pool with a big old water slide that goes into it.
Unfortunately, it's not running right now, but I would have been sliding down that thing for sure.
It also has laundry and bathhouses and a little ice cream and snack shop. And best of all, it is waterfront right on the Bogue Sound.
Being that we only had 48 hours here on the Crystal Coast, I'd say we got a lot done, being that we knew the whole time we were going to be playing Russian roulette with the weather, essentially. And it didn't really get bad until the morning that we're leaving, so we do feel pretty fortunate about that.
We did what we could in the time that we had, but if you have any suggestions, make sure you leave them down in the comments below.
And y'all, we've got some pretty fun RV adventures coming up here in the next couple of weeks, including some more North Carolina coast adventures. So we will see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.